Let's talk about our most powerful, mysterious, and honestly, most misunderstood sense, our sense of smell. It's this invisible force that shapes our memories, our emotions, and even our health in ways we are only just starting to understand.
You know that feeling, right? You catch a whiff of something. Maybe it's fresh-cut grass or an old book, maybe a specific perfume, and bam, you are instantly thrown back in time. One second you're walking down the street, and the next you're a little kid standing in your grandmother's kitchen. It's more than just a memory. It's a feeling. It's a picture so real you could almost touch it. That's not just nostalgia, my friend. That is a neurological superpower.
So what is the secret? Why is it that smell, more than any other sense, seems to have this direct hotline to our deepest memories and feelings? Let's get into the science behind this incredible power.
You know, for most of modern history, our sense of smell has really been the underdog. Science pretty much just casually dismissed it. But then it took a global pandemic and the widespread loss of smell for millions of people to get a very stark reminder of just how vital this sense really is.
And this wasn't just some fringe opinion either. I mean, you had major thinkers like Charles Darwin and Sigmund Freud, who basically considered our sense of smell a primitive relic, something we'd mostly evolve past. And that attitude, well, it set the stage for decades of scientific neglect.
And that old bias is still with us today. I mean, look at this chart. We consistently rank smell as our least important sense. It's so undervalued that a survey back in 2011 found that a majority of young adults would rather lose their sense of smell than give up their smartphone. I mean, just think about that for a second. Okay, so to really understand smell's unique power, we have to look at how our brains are wired. The secret is in this special shortcut that none of our other senses have. So it all starts when you breathe in. These little odor molecules float into your nose and they lock onto specialized receptors, kind of like a key fitting into a specific lock. That connection fires off an electrical signal. And where that signal goes, well, that's what makes all the difference.
This right here, this is the crucial difference. See, information from your eyes and your ears, it has to go through the thalamus, which is basically the brain's busy sensory switchboard to get processed. But smell gets a VIP pass. It completely bypasses that switchboard and travels directly to the amygdala, our emotion center, and the hippocampus, our memory hub. That direct, unfiltered connection is exactly why a smell can trigger such an immediate and powerful emotional memory. So, while we all share this basic wiring, the way you actually experience smell is completely unique to you. It's almost like you have this personal biological filter for the entire world of scent.
Our noses are just incredibly complex. Think about it. Our vision relies on just 3 types of color receptors, but our sense of smell? We have about 400 different types of olfactory receptors, and each one is coded by a different gene. That creates this huge potential for variation from person to person.
And all that genetic diversity means that, while yeah, most of your scent receptors work like everybody else's, a full 30% of them function differently. This is what creates your unique smell print. It's why you might absolutely love a perfume that your friend can't stand, or why you can't even detect a smell that's totally obvious to someone else.
Okay, here's a perfect example. A compound called androsterone. You can find it in things like truffles. Now, depending on your genes for just one of those receptors, you might smell it and think, oh, that's a pleasant woody sandalwood. But someone else might smell foul urine. And a third person, they might not smell anything at all. It's the exact same molecule, but 3 completely different realities.
Now, this powerful personal connection to our brain isn't just some cool curiosity. It has really profound implications for our physical and mental health. It's a tool that can both heal and, well, harm.
So on the bright side, smell can be a powerful therapeutic tool. Scientists have actually found that using certain scents to bring back positive memories doesn't just improve your mood, it can physically reduce stress and even lower markers of inflammation in your body. It's a direct pathway to our well-being.
But that exact same direct pathway is a double-edged sword. For someone who's experienced trauma, a specific smell can be one of the most powerful and immediate triggers for a PTSD episode. The scent of diesel fuel for a combat veteran, or a specific cologne tied to an assault, it can instantly bring back the full emotional horror of that memory.
What's also fascinating is that scientists are discovering that smell can be a vital diagnostic tool. For instance, a declining ability to identify common scents can be one of the very first signs of diseases like Alzheimer's, showing up years before other symptoms.
On the flip side, reminiscence therapy uses nostalgic smells, like hot dogs or a baseball mitt, to help dementia patients reconnect with their past. It really highlights why the total loss of smell, something called anosmia, can be so devastating to a person's mental health.
All of this new research is leading us into a brand new era for our most ancient sense. Technology and science are now opening up some incredible possibilities for the future of scent.
We're now exploring smell from every possible angle. In the lab, you've got devices like this olfactometer that can precisely measure and deliver odors so we can map out the biology. And at the same time, in the art world, you have creators making things like scented paintings, pushing the boundaries of what an experience can be. It's a total fusion of the analytical and the artistic.
But maybe the biggest goal on the horizon, the most sci-fi idea, is the quest to digitize smell. Just like we mix primary colors to create any image, researchers are hunting for a set of primary odors. If they can crack that code, we could one day record a scent, send it across the internet, and have someone on the other side of the planet actually smell it.
And that brings us to a final, kind of mind-bending thought. Scientists estimate there are billions of potential odor molecules that have never existed naturally on Earth. That means there are countless smells no human has ever experienced. It just makes you wonder, what new feelings, what new memories are just out there, waiting for us to create them right under our own noses?